No, it is not.
Is it Charlie?
His name was Tommy.
Hey, tune in Saturday mornings for Carlson. Carlson?
I believe his name's Cornelius or something like that.
I thought his name was Charles.
I always called him Tommy.
I thought his name was Clinton.
Pretty sure it's Clifford Clayton.
I give up. My name is Clayton Carroll, and I will be with you on Saturday mornings taking your song requests from 7 till 9 a.m. right here on WLAF.
Clayton.
You've connected to complete coverage of Jacksboro Golden Eagle football on WLAF. Eagle football is made possible by Isaac's Gym, Hensley Tire and Service, Smith Metals and Dock Sales, Clayton Homes, Tennessee Gas, Charlie's Pizza, Eagle Tire Pros, Hanging by a Thread, CNC Concrete, and by Bird Screen Printing. Now for tonight's broadcast of Jacksboro Eagle football, here's the voice of the Eagles, Clayton Carroll.
Greetings and welcome to Gibson Field in Jacksboro, Tennessee, as your Golden Eagles of Jacksboro host the Bulldogs of Wartburg Central Middle School. It's homecoming tonight at JMS. Alexa York was crowned homecoming queen, and now the game is just about ready to commence. Both Jacksboro and Wartburg enter this contest following a win, and both hope to leave that way again tonight. Stay connected. It's Jacksboro. It's Wartburg. This is Eagle Football over the WLAF Doles Tire Sports Network.
Ready to kickstart your fitness journey? At Isaac's Gym, they believe everyone deserves a welcoming space to work on their health and wellness. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, Isaac's Gym has something for everyone. Located just over the hill from Gibson Field at JMS, your trainers Kirsten Wynn, Jacob Lasty, and Cassie Kibler are there to guide you, offering personalized workouts that fit your goals. Offering a student-athlete discount, Isaac's Gym is where the Eagles work out. Why wait? Take the first step toward a healthier you by calling 423-494-7934.
Your downtown tire shop and service center is ready to serve you today. Hensley Tire and Service is on the corner of Beach and Indiana, and whether it's an oil change or more serious work, Hensley's service team has a bay open and waiting to get you back on the road. Need tires? 1, 2, 3, or 4 or more? Hensley Tire and Service will accommodate you with great price and super service. Need wheels? See Hensley Tire and Service, La Follette.
Go Cougars! Smith Metals and Dock Sales has you covered. Whether on land or on water, Smith Metals and Dock Sales will keep you in the dry. Located on the 4-lane across from the high school, Smith Metals and Dock Sales can put a roof on your house, your business, or custom build you a dock. Call 423-562-2676 now for an estimate on your job or to schedule that job. That's Smith Metals and Dock Sales in La Follette.
Tennessee Gas is your family-owned and operated one-stop shop, full-service propane and welding supply company. Whether it's a propane tank swap for changing suppliers or a complete new propane tank and service install, Tennessee Gas does it. See the welding supply showroom. Ask about leased welding gases, ideal for welding or small car shops. Live and local when you call 865-363-8009, and your purchase dollars stay right here at home. Highway 116 on the county line. Tennessee Gas, small enough to know you, large enough to serve you. Keeps your family warm one tank at a time. See the new Gas Logs and Gas Logs fireplace showroom at Tennessee Gas.
America's best pizza is just right here in Campbell County. People from all over the country travel to Campbell County for Charlie's Pizza. Maybe it's the handmade crust. Maybe it's the fresh ingredients. Or maybe it's just the friendly service and good times. Come see for yourself and find out what makes Charlie's Pizza the best around.
This is Joe Evans from Charlie's Pizza. We've been open since 1976, and we have the best pizza in town, so come down and see us.
Welcome back to Gibson Field in Jacksboro, Tennessee. Clayton Carroll joined alongside Peyton Ferguson. Peyton, how are you doing tonight?
Not too bad. I wish it was a little bit.
It is. It's getting a little bit cooler. We've got a nice breeze here at Gibson Field. The sun should go down a little bit quicker, so hopefully we'll be doing well temperature-wise here in just a little bit. It was homecoming, as we mentioned. Alexa York given the homecoming queen honors. And also at 6th grade attendant was Tegan Gaylor. 7th grade attendant was Gracie Hensley. And your 8th grade attendant was Jay Farrell. So now that the homecoming festivities have been complete, we've got a football game to play. Wartburg comes to Jacksboro to face off against your Golden Eagles, the Bulldogs, led by head coach Heath Tinker. Actually, Coach Tinker coached with Justin and Matt for about a year. Justin and Matt Price at high school. He is assisted by Chad Sills, Seth Francis, John Arms, James Smith, and Billy Smith. So that is Wartburg's coaches. They enter this game 2-0. They've defeated Birchfield and Harriman. They were supposed to play Jellicoe, but that game was canceled, and they are trying to hopefully play a game against the cross-county rival of Jacksboro, La Follette, but that is to be determined. But so far, 2-0, wins against Birchfield and Harriman. They also, in a scrimmage back on August 1st, played Cherokee, a team that Jacksboro played, lost 33-0. Coach Tinker said that Cherokee did lose that game, but they looked good. So Wartburg, a very good football team, coming to Gibson Field tonight. Jacksboro, also a very good football team. They enter 1-1. First game of the season, as we mentioned, was a loss at Cherokee. And last week, Jacksboro defeated Jefferson 12-3 here on this very field. It was a very penalty-heavy football game, but other than that, Jacksboro looked good, and they really showed us what the wing T can do. One drive took almost 10 minutes off the clock, and they ended up getting the win 12-3. So, Peyton, you often came off wins at your time here at Jacksboro. What was like the week following a win like for you all, and how did you kind of not think about that win for too much and get ready to play the next game?
Well, the coach after we had up here at the time was really not big on wins. I mean, they loved to win, but it wasn't just about the wins. It was having a solid football team with Jacksboro at least. I mean, we really just worried about the next game. That one was behind us. We celebrated that weekend. The weekend was where we talk, celebrate, think about the win, but on Monday it's coming back and it's a whole new week, whole new football game.
For Jacksboro, that Monday was Tuesday. The team had Labor Day off, so a coach said last week in the post-game interview they tried to fit 3 games into 2, 3 days into 2. There we go. And they get ready to play Wartburg again, 2-0 for Wartburg, 1-1 for Jacksboro. This is Jacksboro's final home game before a 2-game road stint. They travel to Huntsville next week, and then Soldiers Memorial the week after that. But that's in the present, or no, it's in the future. There we go. That's in the future. Tonight it's Jacksboro and Wartburg. As mentioned, homecoming has concluded. The team is at the doors of the Pearl F. Gearing Fieldhouse between the 2 cop cars. So they will run out here shortly. And we are just about 6 minutes away from kickoff, and we're going to step aside. This is Jacksboro Eagle football over the WLAF Tulsa Tire Sports Network.
This is AM 1450 WLAF, La Follette, Jacksboro, Caryville, Speedwell.
10 bays, 12 employees. Yep, locally owned and operated Eagle Tire Pros get you in and back on the road quicker than anybody. And you know, we're more than just tires. Eagle Tire Pros has a lifetime warranty on repairs. Always remember, we beat everybody with the lowest guaranteed prices on tires. Eagle Tire Pros.
Hey, this is Brandon Johnson. Look for Eagle Tire Pros in the big red building on the 4-lane across from Y12 and Tractor Supply.
Ready to kickstart your fitness journey? At Isaac's Gym, they believe everyone deserves a welcoming space to work on their health and wellness. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, Isaac's Gym has something for everyone. Located just over the hill from Gibson Field at JMS, your trainers Kirsten Wynn, Jacob Lasty, and Cassie Kibler are there to guide you, offering personalized workouts that fit your goals. Offering a student-athlete discount, Isaac's Gym is where the Eagles work out. Why wait? Take the first step toward a healthier you by calling 423-494-7934.
Your downtown tire shop and service center is ready to serve you today. Hensley Tire and Service is on the corner of Beach and Indiana, and whether it's an oil change or more serious work, Hensley's service team has a bay open and waiting to get you back on the road. Need tires? 1, 2, 3, or 4 or more? Hensley Tire and Service will accommodate you with a great price and super service. Need wheels? See Hensley Tire and Service, La Follette.
Go Cougars!
Smith Metals and Dock Sales has you covered. Whether on land or on water, Smith Metals and Dock Sales will keep you in the dry. Located on the 4-lane across from the high school, Smith Metals and Dock Sales can put a roof on your house, your business, or custom build you a dock. Call 423-562-2676 now for an estimate on your job or to schedule that job. That's Smith Metals and Dock Sales in La Follette.
Folks, this is Mike Green with Hanging by a Thread, and my wife Bridget, and I specialize in caps. We embroider caps with your name, your logo on them. We can embroider 1 or 101 or more. Prices start as low as $14. Richardson caps start at $16. Just give me a call at 423-592-1968. We're right here in Jacksboro, 423-592-1968.
Since 1963, CNC Concrete has been serving Campbell County and surrounding areas with the best there is in concrete. The best in rock, the best in rebar, the best in sand, the best in pretty much anything pertaining to concrete. That's CNC Concrete. Bobby Crass is his family's second generation of owning and operating CNC. And as Bobby says, we haul your dreams, the concrete, to your dream home. CNC Concrete is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until the job gets done.
We haul rock at CNC Concrete.
Hi, this is Kimberly Burge here at Burge Screen Printing. We work to bring your idea to reality. We specialize in custom screen printing, direct-to-garment full-color printing for all your apparel needs. We also do full-color printing on signs, banners, and much more.
Hey, this is Larry Burge. Stop by and see us today in downtown La Follette at 225 East Central Avenue or call 423-562-3044. 562-3044. Go Cougars!
Welcome back to Gibson Field. It's Jacksboro and Wartburg coming up here in just about 2 minutes and 10 seconds or so. Let's go over the starting lineups for Jacksboro. Tonight starting at quarterback, Jesse Chapman. He is back after injury, so that's certainly good news, not to take anything away from Daly and Parkey's performance last week. Ran the offense basically like he'd been doing it his entire middle school career. But Jesse Chapman back under center tonight, and he will be starting. The 8th grade quarterback. Jack Sexton, the running back for Jacksboro. Don't want to say the star of the show because football is a team sport, but certainly one of the key players to watch for Jacksboro. Max Stanfield likely starting at receiver. He wears number 8. Evander DeMont, also part of that backfield, wears number 12. Thomas Wilson, the fullback, number 24. Easton Ayers at tight end, number 30. And on the offensive line, you have Jackson Noe, number 51. Hunter Norman, 55. Mason Wilson, number 57. Porter Bostic, number 70. And James Walker, number 75. As for Wartburg, we'll go over their team captains first as they meet at midfield to flip the coin. Their team captain, number 32, Hayden Didden. Number 16, Grayson Goodman. Number 34, Nate Bulls, and number 1, James Wright. So that is the captains for Wartburg. As for their entire starting lineup on offense, Rylan Aites wears number 2, Braden Duncan, number 3, Kevin Fausch, number 7, Kristen Garrett, their quarterback, number 18, and number 19, Brad Duncan. Starting also number 34, Nate Bulls, number 50, Jayton Heron, number 52, Ethan Brown, 56, Javier Hamby, number 73, Evan Garrett, and number 99, Isaac Sills. As you just heard, Wartburg will receive the opening kickoff, and we are just about ready. The team is fixing to enter the field house. As you can hear right now, the cars are leading the team out. The police cars, Jacksboro Police, might be the Campbell County Sheriff, actually. The 2 police cars are making their way to the field. They have split into both directions. The football team carrying the flag has exited the field house, and they take the field. And there are your 2024 Jacksboro Middle School Eagles dressed in gold helmets, blue jerseys, white numerals outlined in gold, yellow pants. As for all white helmets, white jerseys, blue numerals outlined in gray, and white pants. Jacksboro, one of my favorite middle school looks around here. It looks very sharp, very classic, gold helmets with the J's surrounded by the oval. And you know what they say? You look good, you play good. So the 2 teams have met on their respective sidelines. Wartburg has taken the field. Jacksboro getting some final instructions from assistant coach Michael Brown. Also assisting for Jacksboro, you have the head coach, Cody Parker. Also, he's assisted by Skylar Kirby, Jeremy Goins, Michael Brown, as just mentioned, Scott Webb, and one of your teammates, Devin Jones. Devin wore 8, and you wore 9. Okay. So Wartburg will receive the football. They are going from our left to our right. Jacksboro to kick. It's Jack Sexton who will do the kickoff duties for the Golden Eagles. He has placed the football on the tee on the 40-yard line. The nicely striped painted field here at Jacksboro. It looks good.
It does look good.
Looks very good. I think someone told me that Jacksboro paints this field on Wednesday, the night before, and it looks very sharp. Sexton has the ready-to-play whistle. He approaches the football, and here's the kick. It's a short kick to the other sideline, bobbled by Wartburg. He decides to fall on top of it. It's Bulldog football at about the 38-yard line of their own territory. So again, starting at quarterback for Wartburg, number 18, Kristen Garrett. Expect to see a spread offense out of Wartburg. And Jacksboro, the total opposite. The wing tee, the flex bone, as you will, if we're talking NCAA football, in the flex bone. So Wartburg, more of a spread look. And then on defense, you'll see Wartburg run a 4-4. And Jacksboro, you'll likely see a 50 defense. So the ball spotted on the 38-yard line. Wartburg approaches the football. You have one receiver this near side, 2 receivers on that far side. Quarterback number 18, Braxton Garrett, as we mentioned, with the running back to his left at running back number 3, Braden Duncan. Wartburg takes the snap. It's a handoff to Duncan. He's met in the backfield by a couple Golden Eagles, able to fight forward, still losing a couple yards. Hit by a host of different Golden Eagles. Porter Bostic was in there, along with number 72, Weston Cavett. He got in on the action. And Jackson, no. So the whole front for Jacksboro, wrapping up number 3, Braden Duncan. It's a second down and about 12 yards to go for the Bulldogs.
That offensive line for Wartburg, they are very big. And that was quite easy for them to break through, to be honest with you. But
Wartburg, they are a very big offensive line. We noticed that as they were coming off the bus here.
That we did.
Here's the snap. It's a quarterback keeper. Garrett getting the far sideline, gets to the 40, to the 45, has the first down and more. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 48-yard line or so.
The result of the play will be a Bulldog first down.
So it's first down and 10 for Wartburg already in. Oh, they're actually going to call it the 49-yard line of Wartburg. I thought he fell forward for a couple of yards. I guess he did not. It's first and 10 from the 49-yard line. 2 receivers lined up on the near side. 2 on that far side as well. Shotgun formation for Wartburg. Garrett takes the snap. He's going to keep it again. Run to that far side. Gets to the 50, and he breaks a tackle. Gets to the 45. Finally pushed out near the 40. Trying to see who pushed out Garrett. Not for sure, but we'll give you the defensive starters for Jacksboro. Braxton McKendry wearing number 1. Jack Sexton, number 4. Hendrick Smith, number 7. Max Stanfield, number 8. Evander DeMott, number 12. Thomas Wilson, Easton Ayers, Jackson No, and Porter Bostic. So a lot of players playing both ways for Jacksboro, as is the case as well for Wartburg. And I guess you see a lot of that at middle school and even at high school.
Yeah, middle school and high school, you do see a lot of people, a lot of kids, guys playing both ways. But when you get to the college levels, whenever they start trying to push you to focus in your one better skill, either defense, offense, special teams, so less likely to get hurt, less chances to get hurt.
Yeah. And again, it was a quarterback keeper, just gaining a couple yards. He was brought down by Norman. It's third down and 2 yards to go for Wartburg. 3 receivers this near side, 1 receiver far side. Wartburg does indeed like to spread out the whole length of the field.
This Wartburg offense is a lot like the offense I ran whenever I was in middle school. And the penalties have already started.
As Jacksboro, it appeared as they jumped off sides. There's the official call. They did jump off sides, so that's a easy first down for Wartburg. The kinds of first downs that will make coaches go crazy.
That they will.
As we saw a lot of penalties last week. Actually, I think by this point we already had about 9. So I think we're doing okay tonight.
We are making progress. The first play was not a penalty, so we have made progress.
It's 1st and 10 for Wartburg. 5.5 to go in the first quarter. No score. Wartburg, a very solid drive so far, slowly moving the football from our left to our right. Wartburg comes to the line. 3-man backfield, 2 receivers near side, 1 receiver far side. Here's the snap. It's a handoff to the tailback. He fights forward for a few yards, maybe down to the 35, 34. Let's see, I believe that was actually, yes, number 3, Braden Duncan on the carry. Gained a couple. Second down and 7. They'll say he gained 3. Out for Wartburg trots Kristen Garrett, the quarterback. Just got the play in from his head coach, Heath Tinker. Wartburg breaks from the huddle. Ball spotted on the 34-yard line. It's second down and 7. 4.5 to go, no score. Shotgun formation once again. Here's the snap. It is a reverse, and the ball is free. Number 7 dives on it for Wartburg. That's Kevin Fausch. It was a reverse. He could have gotten a few yards, but he bobbled the football, and lucky for Wartburg, that's not a fumble.
They have been watching their film. They did see that Jacksboro's corners do like to bite on that reverse play. To be honest, he may have broke for a good little run right there, but he did bobble the football, which is good for Jacksboro.
So instead of a potential first down, the ball is back to the original line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 10. 3rd down, 10 yards to go. Wartburg still in the huddle. Jacksboro comes set. Again, a 5-man front look, I think.
I got to give props to this Jacksboro defensive line. They are just a solid line.
Jacksboro not as bunched up as they were against Cherokee, kind of spread out their defensive line again, and there's a flag. This one likely going on Wartburg.
I think we need to keep tally of this game. How many?
So far we're at 2.
That we are at 2. Because if it's anything like last game, I bet you we were almost either at 30 or right at 30.
So far we're at 2, and we're about 5 minutes into the game, 4.5 minutes. Wartburg, again, taking time off the clock. That's what Jacksboro hopes to do. We could have another game that ends 12-3.
I mean, whenever it works, it works. If you just, all you have to do is score here and there, keep getting your first downs, burning the clock. If you waste a quarter and get a touchdown, it's better than throwing a pass and having 9 minutes left to go in a quarter and them coming back and forth.
And here's the snap from Garrett. He looks to throw left, now takes off and runs, and he's going nowhere.
He got stuck
met by Porter
line.
Bostic.
Dropped by Porter Bostic.
So it is 4th down and long for Wartburg. That is a prime example of a good open field tackle.
That was a routine open field tackle. Get low, wrap up, take him out at the hips where he can't go nowhere without his hips.
And Kristen Garrett. Braxton Garrett either played or plays for Jacksboro. Anyway, I see what I did. Kristen Garrett and Braxton Duncan for Wartburg. So Kristen Garrett maybe got a yard or 2. And this is a punt for Wartburg. Good punt. It's down to the 10-yard line. The Wartburg bounce all the way to the 5-yard line. That's where Jacksboro will set up. 20 left to go in the first quarter. Score. This is Golden Eagle football over the WLAF Full Tire Sports Network.
Ready to kickstart your fitness journey? At Isaac's Gym, they believe everyone deserves a welcoming space to work on their health and wellness. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, Isaac's Gym has something for everyone. Located just over the hill from Gibson Field at JMS, their trainers Kirsten Wynn, Jacob Lasty, and Cassie Kibler are there to guide you, offering personalized workouts that fit your goals. Offering a student-athlete discount, Isaac's Gym is where the Eagles work out. Why wait? Take the first step toward a healthier you by calling 423-494-7934.
Back at Gibson Field, 2:18 to go in the first quarter, no score. Jacksboro lines up. It's a handoff to Jack Sexton. He gets to the 10-yard line, pushing the pile. Getting just past the 10-yard line. Solid gain there. We'll see how many yards exactly. It appears to be 3. So that's exactly what you want to do with the wing tee. 3 and 4 yards, 3 and 4 yards. And that is exactly what Jacksboro did. Jack Sexton, again, had 2 touchdown runs. Well, they were completions that he took to the house. Had a pick in the last game. He had like a punt block, or he almost had he almost had 2 picks. So Jack Sexton played very well in the last game, and he started off here. They're going to call it a 4-yard run. So it's 2nd down and 6. Quarterback Jesse Chapman under center, wearing number 15 for Jacksboro. Here's the snap. It goes to the tailback, Thomas Wilson, fighting forward, gaining a few yards. Let's see where they mark him. They will mark him just shy of the first down marker, or will they give it to him? No, he's just shy. They call it 3rd down and 1.
Short 3rd down.
No, they're calling it. They are going to call it 3rd down, I think. Some confusion on the chain. No, they're giving it to him. So that's a 1st down.
I believe if Wartburg done their homework, Jack Sexton will be tunnel visioned by a couple of guys if he goes out wide tonight.
So Jesse Chapman, a quarterback keeper, getting to the 25-yard line. Solid gain again. Jacksboro offensive line getting a good push so far. Something they were not able to do in their first game, but they were able to do against Jefferson last week.
This wing tee is new for everybody. If you work out the kinks, you can get the ball rolling. That took 2 minutes to get 1st down 5 yards, but 1st down ball game. There's nothing else to it really.
And it's 2nd down and 5. Half a minute to go in this first quarter. Chapman under center. DeMont and Wilson to his left and right. It is a quarterback keeper working off of his blockers, getting just short of the 30-yard line. May have a 1st down. It depends on the spot. So Jesse Chapman on the keeper. The official marking him at the 28, 29-yard line. That's enough for a 1st down. So back-to-back 1st downs here for Jacksboro. And that will end the first quarter. So the score 1-0, but Jacksboro driving. This is Golden Eagle football.
Your downtown tire shop and service center is ready to serve you today. Hensley Tire and Service is on the corner of Beach and Indiana, and whether it's an oil change or more serious work, Hensley's service team has a bay open and waiting to get you back on the road. Need tires? 1, 2, 3, or 4 or more? Hensley Tire and Service will accommodate you with a great price and super service. Need wheels? See Hensley Tire and Service, La Follette.
Go Cougars!
Smith Metals and Dock Sales has you covered. Whether on land or on water, Smith Metals and Dock Sales will keep you in the dry. Located on the 4-lane across from the high school, Smith Metals and Dock Sales can put a roof on your house, your business, or custom build you a dock. Call 423-562-2676 now for an estimate on your job or to schedule that job. That's Smith Metals and Dock Sales in La Follette.
Tennessee Gas is your family-owned and operated one-stop shop, full-service propane and welding supply company. Whether it's a propane tank swap for changing suppliers or a complete new propane tank and service install, Tennessee Gas does it. See the welding supply showroom. Ask about leased welding gases, ideal for welding or small car shops. Live and local when you call 865-363-8009, and your purchase dollars stay right here at home. Highway 116 on the county line. Tennessee Gas, small enough to know you, large enough to serve you. Keeps your family warm one tank at a time. See the new Gas Logs and Gas Logs fireplace showroom at Tennessee Gas.
America's best pizza is just right here in Campbell County. People from all over the country travel to Campbell County for Charlie's Pizza. Maybe it's the handmade crust. Maybe it's the fresh ingredients. Or maybe it's just the friendly service and good times. Come see for yourself and find out what makes Charlie's Pizza the best around.
This is Joe Evans from Charlie's Pizza. We've been open since 1976, and we have the best pizza in town, so come down and see us.
10 bays, 12 employees. Yep, locally owned and operated Eagle Tire Pros get you in and back on the road quicker than anybody. And you know, we're more than just tires. Eagle Tire Pros has a lifetime warranty on repairs. Always remember, we beat everybody with the lowest guaranteed prices on tires. Eagle Tire Pros.
Hey, this is Brandon Johnson. Look for Eagle Tire Pros in the big red building on the 4-lane across from Y12 and Tractor Supply.
Welcome back to Gibson Field. 6:50 left to go in the second quarter. Jacksboro driving. Had a couple technical issues there, but we are back and ready to go. Jesse Chapman under center. Max Stanfield lined out as a receiver out wide. It is Jack Sexton rolling to this far side, and he is met for quite a loss on the play, tackled by Braxton Duncan. Jack Sexton tried to hurdle him, and Braxton Duncan was able to wrap up Sexton by his legs, and he's brought down for a 5-yard gain. 2nd down and 5. So it's 2nd down and 5. Jacksboro, the ball spotted on their own 41-yard line. Wartburg in a 4-4 defense. Their defensive starters, James Wright, Rylan Eights, Braden Duncan, Kevin Faust, Christian Garrett, Braxton Duncan, Jericho Winters, Nate Bulls, Javier Hamby, Evan Garrett, and Isaac Sild. So that's who's out there for Wartburg. Here's the snap. It's a pitch to Wilson. Wilson has a blocker, gets to the 40, gets to the 45, finding his way down to the 48, 49-yard line. Makes it 3rd down and manageable. That was a good run there from Wilson.
That was a very good run. He got that edge and just took off.
It is 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and medium for Jacksboro. Ball spotted on the 49-yard line of their own. Jacksboro moving from our left to our right. 5.5 to go in the second quarter. Josh Parker needs to change the quarter number on the scoreboard. Thanks, Josh. That was Josh interrupted my broadcast last week, so we'll just return the favor a little bit. No, it's all in good fun here at the Jacksboro press box.
Josh was over there running for mayor and forgot to change the quarter is what it was.
3rd down and 7, and Wartburg jumped offside. That's 3 penalties so far. So Wartburg jumps offside, make it 3rd down and very manageable for Jacksboro. 3rd and 2.
It looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 to go.
Long 1, short 2. Yes. The clock is running out for Jacksboro. Comes Tatum Russell, the 7th grader for the blue and gold. Again, Jacksboro, gold helmets, blue jerseys, gold pants. Wartburg in all white. Chapman under center, the wing T look. It's a handoff straight up the gut to Wilson, and he gets the 1st down and more, all the way down to the 43-yard line of Wartburg. Very solid gain there from Thomas Wilson. He's had back-to-back nice runs. And he also has a very good offensive line push as well.
That he does. That offensive line can definitely open up a hole that a semi could drive through.
Again, up front, you have James Walker, Porter Bostic, Hunter Norman's out there. Mason Wilson is, I do believe, as well. And Jackson Noe, the center for Jacksboro. And trotting on the field is Tanner Johnson. He's another 8th grader for Jacksboro. And Wartburg, speaking of 8th graders, has 26 8th graders, so a very experienced team. Here's the snap. It goes to Sexton. Sexton's going to this far side, or at least trying to. Is met by a host of Wartburg Bulldogs. Leading the pack was Javier Hamby. He met Sexton. Sexton lost a yard or 2 on that play. They have contained Sexton pretty well so far.
That they haven't made any open field tackles on him really, but it is still taking 2 to 3 Wartburg defenders to take him down.
And the bright side about that is when they are selling out for Sexton, you have Thomas Wilson and Evander DeMont, who's had a few nice gains here early in this football game. Well, it's not early anymore. 3.5 to go in the second quarter. Time flies when you're running this offense. Chapman drops back to throw. He's looking. He's got pressure coming. Steps up, loses the football, and Wartburg has it. Jesse Chapman fumbles the football. Couldn't decide what to do with it, and he was stripped of the football, and it's Wartburg football in the Jacksboro side of the field. Not what you want at all for Jacksboro. So there's 3:17 to go in this first half. Again, stay tuned for the halftime report. Peyton Ferguson and I will bring you through this game, maybe promo tomorrow's game up at Reynolds Field, Campbell and the Kings Academy. That game is at 7:30, not 7. That's due to a contract with the Kings Academy last year. So if you show up at 7 tomorrow, you're early. And that is a good thing to be early. Here's the snap for Wartburg. It's number 2 in motion. That is Ace. Ace to this near side. Breaks the tackle. Gets to the 45. Spins down to the 40. Finally wrapped up at the 39-yard line by Thomas Wilson. Rylan Ace was not easily brought down on that play, and you could tell he was determined to make as much of that as possible.
That he was, and it looks like he was holding back. I think he had a little bit more speed than what he was showing.
So Wartburg driving the ball on the 39-yard line. Wartburg moving from our right to our left. The sun's starting to set here at Gibson Field. The shadows have come on this near side of the field. Still sun covering the rest of the field. We're ready for that sun to go down so it cools off quite a bit.
Yeah, this press box is almost like a microwave.
Here's the snap. It's a fake motion. Instead, it's Duncan carrying it. He gets to the 30-yard line and brought down there by Evander DeMont. Evander DeMont held on for dear life. It took a couple seconds to bring Duncan down, but he was able to do so. It's short of the first down by about a yard, so it's 2nd down and 1. Ball on the Wartburg 31-yard line. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this first half. This first half has lasted 20 minutes. Well, 21 if we're going to be picky about it. But 21 minutes of game time is just about unheard of.
A bunch of running the ball. I haven't seen much throwing really. Jacksboro did try to sneak a pass in there, but it resolved in a fumble. Whenever you got two teams running the ball, it's gonna eat up a lot of the clock.
Wartburg has shown the football either. If they did, it was just once. Here's a quarterback keeper from Garrett, Kristen Garrett, running toward this near side, gets to the 30, and Jack Sexton brings him down for a loss. Good tackle there from Jack Sexton. It's 3rd down and short for the Bulldogs.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
Wartburg wants a timeout. We'll take one with them. The score is 0-0. 1.5 to go in this first half. This is Jacksboro football on the WLAF Phil's Tire Sports Network.
Ready to kickstart your fitness journey? At Isaac's Gym, they believe everyone deserves a welcoming space to work on their health and wellness. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, Isaac's Gym has something for everyone. Located just over the hill from Gibson Field at JMS, their trainers Kirsten Wynn, Jacob Lasty, and Cassie Kibler are there to guide you, offering personalized workouts that fit your goals. Offering a student-athlete discount, Isaac's Gym is where the Eagles work out. Why wait? Take the first step toward a healthier you by calling 423-494-7934.
Your down.
Low-scoring affair here at Gibson Field. As a matter of fact, it's a no-scoring affair. 0-0. 1 minute, 38 seconds to go in this first half. Clayton Terrell alongside Peyton Ferguson, former Eagle and Cougar number 9. And Wartburg is moving the ball very well on this possession. They have the football on on the Jacksboro 30. 3rd down and a couple. And the quarterback under center bobbled the football, trying to make something out of nothing, and he is not going to do so. Porter Bostic would not let the quarterback, Kristen Garrett, go anywhere. We've called Bostic's name a couple times tonight. He's had a few solid tackles. So up front for Jacksboro, it's Porter Bostic, Weston Cavett, and Jackson No.
That Wartburg quarterback only has a slight handful of seconds to get rid of that ball. If not, that defensive line for Jacksboro is just blowing through the offensive line of Wartburg.
And we are down to a minute to go in the second quarter. No score once again. Two receivers far side, one receiver near side. It's a pass attempt, throws over the middle, just over the outstretched arm of Kevin Faust. He had him right there. That could have been a big gain. Instead, it's an incomplete pass, and it results in Jacksboro's football. That was, as you were saying, he had very little time to throw, so that was designed as a short slant route. It almost worked.
He had a lot of field. He had a lot of insurance in front of him, but that defensive line is just blowing through the offensive line of Wartburg, which is giving the quarterback no time to get a pass off, which we'll probably see a lot more running from Wartburg, not unless they keep running and try to
try to get one pass, but it looks like that was a turnover on downs.
So Jacksboro sets up shop at their own 30-yard line. They have 50 seconds, or 51.7 seconds exact, to go about 70 yards. Cody Parker wants a timeout to, I guess, game plan for this upcoming possession. Do you expect Jacksboro to kind of stick with the run, or do you see him air it out a little bit just to try to get something going here at the end of the half? Because they will get the football to start the third quarter.
I do believe they got 50 seconds to work with. They may try to air one out, try to get a big gain. They just beating them up in the middle until they can get something open with the pass game. I would probably look for Sexton to go down the seam and catch a ball and try to take it to the end zone, to be honest with you.
And we know he can do that. We saw that last week against Jefferson, a game that resulted in a 12-3 final and about 37 penalties. Tonight we have 3. So Cody Parker did clean some things up. Jacksboro only having 1 of those penalties, so you like to see that. You do have the fumble for Jacksboro. That might be, I believe that's the first turnover of the season for Jacksboro.
I'm really not for sure. There wasn't any that last game. The game before that, I was not here. I was working, to be honest with you. But
that game at Cherokee, 33-0, one that Jacksboro has put behind them. Got a win last week, and we're tied here 0-0. Jack Sexton, this is a double pass. He has Max Stanfield down the far sideline. Overshot him just by a little bit, so they did try to air it out. Cody Parker had that play in the back pocket, attempted to bring it out, and just a little bit overthrown.
That was a good play call. I don't know if he stopped running or he may have just overthrew him. It looks like Sexton's got an arm on him. I mean, he's like a what are those pocket knives that have many tools?
Swiss Army knife.
Swiss Army knife. There it is.
I like that. I may use that from now on. Thank you. I'll steal that from you. No. Here's the snap. It goes to Sexton. Sexton bursts his feet, gets to the 35 to the 40. Breaking tackle, still 45 to 50. He's still alive. Down to the 45. It takes about 5 guys to bring him down. Jack Sexton all the way down to the 40-yard line of Wartburg. What a carry from the Swiss Army knife, Jack Sexton.
He drove 2 of those people like his luggage going through an airport. That was a great run by Jack Sexton.
So Jacksboro with the timeout, ball on the Wartburg 40. So you mentioned that offensive line push. We certainly had one there, and Sexton is so quick and so hard to bring down. He was able to get that all the way, basically flip the field. It's the 40-yard line for Jacksboro, and again, we've seen them throw the football, so maybe, who knows, maybe we see it again. I doubt you go with a double pass again, but you never know.
Not taking anything from Sexton, but this offense is really built around this offensive line. It is definitely the foundation of this house. I do believe that if this offensive line was not as good as what it is, it would be hard to really do what this offense is doing right now.
And Jacksboro, again, we a bit concerned with that offensive line after the first game, and I think that goes to show you that just really goes to show you how good Cherokee was, because this Jacksboro offensive line, thanks to some adjustments by the Jacksboro coaching staff and some experience running the offense, has looked very, very sharp. 40-yard line is the spot. Jacksboro's moving from our left to our right. They're on Wartburg's side of the field. Chapman under center. It's a handoff to the fullback, Thomas Wilson, working off a couple blockers, getting to the 35 and falling forward for a couple extra yards. Good solid run there by Wilson. 25 seconds to go in this second quarter. I think Jacksboro has 1 timeout. They're not using it yet. They are going no huddle, however. 20 seconds to go in the first half, and that's a spike. Chapman spikes the football. That'll stop the clock and bring up 3rd down and medium. 0-0 is our score. 18.6 seconds to go in this first half. No, not the first quarter. The first half is taken just about 30 minutes. So very quick-moving game. That is what happens when both teams run the ball the majority of the time. Wartburg, I think, with only 1 pass. In Jacksboro with one actual pass attempt. The other one resulted in a fumble. Chapman under center. Here's the second pass attempt. It's a screen pass to Max Stanfield. He gets to the outside, gets to the 30. That's a first down. And getting to about the 27, 26-yard line. 10.8 seconds. That's a timeout for Jacksboro, so you've got 1, maybe 2 shots to the end zone.
And Chapman has an arm. So we will see what Jacksboro draws up. Again, 10.8 to go in the first half, 0-0. Stay tuned for the halftime show. We will talk a little bit about this game, promo Campbell County's matchup with the Kings Academy tomorrow night. Reynolds Field, El Hope Dossett Stadium, 7:30 kickoff, not a 7 o'clock kickoff. It's 7:30, but be there at 7. Be there early. Watch the Cougars run through the field house and all the fireworks brought to you by Pyro Shows and all of the fun pregame stuff that I always enjoy seeing. And, of course, on the call, Les Martin, Brent Allen, their 14th season of doing so. Always do a phenomenal job. It's great to listen to them. Whenever you hear their voice, in my opinion, you know it's fall. Mm-hmm. They, alongside Bob Kessling, are the voices of fall. So stay tuned to that coverage. Our coverage will begin at 7. The game does not start till 7:30. The Bullock Law Firm countdown to kickoff tomorrow, 7 o'clock, right here on WLAF. Jacksboro comes to the line set. Max Stanfield out wide. He's the lone receiver lined up. Everybody else bunched up at the football. 10.8 seconds to go. Here's the snap. Sexton in motion. Chapman looking to throw. He's going to go deep over the middle of the field. Nobody there. It's incomplete. 5.5 seconds to go. So you've got one more shot at the end zone. Ball spotted on the 25-yard line, so Chapman can get it there. It's just, will a guy get open? I'd just run a Hail Mary. Just throw it up, see if somebody comes down with it. You got 5 seconds left.
It worked.
Just burn the clock out.
It worked for Josh Dobbs and Juwan Jennings.
That it did.
I still remember watching that game. I was a very happy child that day. I was about 8 or 9, so a while ago. I would like to see that same result this year when Tennessee goes to Georgia.
That would be very nice.
But that's a long way down the road. Here, there's 5.7 seconds left, second down and 10 here in this first half, 0-0. Chapman dropping back, pressure coming, and he's sacked. Sacked by Wartburg. Who is that? That's number 99, Isaac Mills, with the sack to end the first half. And there we go, 0-0 your score. Jacksboro will receive the football to begin the third quarter. This is Jacksboro football over the WLAF World Tire Sports Network.
Your downtown tire shop and service center is ready to serve you today. Hensley Tire and Service is on the corner of Beach and Indiana, and whether it's an oil change or more serious work, Hensley's service team has a bay open and waiting to get you back on the road. Need tires? 1, 2, 3, or 4 or more? Hensley Tire and Service will accommodate you with a great price and super service. Need wheels? See Hensley Tire and Service, La Follette.
Go Cougars!
Smith Metals and Dock Sales has you covered. Whether on land or on water, Smith Metals and Dock Sales will keep you in the dry. Located on the 4-lane across from the high school, Smith Metals and Dock Sales can put a roof on your house, your business, or custom build you a dock. Call 423-562-2676 now for an estimate on your job or to schedule that job. That's Smith Metals and Dock Sales in La Follette.
Folks, this is Mike Green with Hanging by a Thread, and my wife Bridget, and I specialize in caps. We embroider caps with your name, your logo on them. We can embroider 1 or 101 or more. Prices start as low as $14. Richardson caps start at $16. Just give me a call at 423-592-1968. We're right here in Jacksboro, 423-592-1968.
Since 1963, CNC Concrete has been serving Campbell County and surrounding areas with the best there is in concrete. The best in rock, the best in rebar, the best in sand, the best in pretty much anything pertaining to concrete. That's CNC Concrete. Bobby Crass is his family's second generation of owning and operating CNC. And as Bobby says, we haul your dreams, the concrete, to your dream home. CNC Concrete is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until the job gets done.
We haul rock at CNC Concrete.
Hi, this is Kimberly Burge here at Burge Screen Printing. We work to bring your idea to reality. We specialize in custom screen printing, direct-to-garment full-color printing for all your apparel needs. We also do full-color printing on signs, banners, and much more.
Hey, this is Larry Burge. Stop by and see us today in downtown La Follette at 225 East Central Avenue or call 423-562-3044. 562-3044. Go Cougars!
Ready to kickstart your fitness journey? At Isaac's Gym, they believe everyone deserves a welcoming space to work on their health and wellness. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, Isaac's Gym has something for everyone. Located just over the hill from Gibson Field at JMS, your trainers Kirsten Wynn, Jacob Lasty, and Cassie Kibler are there to guide you, offering personalized workouts that fit your goals. Offering a student-athlete discount, Isaac's Gym is where the Eagles work out. Why wait? Take the first step toward a healthier you by calling 423-494-7934.
Your downtown tire shop and service center is ready to serve you today. Hensley Tire and Service is on the corner of Beach and Indiana, and whether it's an oil change or more serious work, Hensley's service team has a bay open and waiting to get you back on the road. Need tires? 1, 2, 3, or 4 or more? Hensley Tire and Service will accommodate you with great price and super service. Need wheels? See Hensley Tire and Service, La Follette.
Go Cougars!
Smith Metals and Dock Sales has you covered. Whether on land or on water, Smith Metals and Dock Sales will keep you in the dry. Located on the 4-lane across from the high school, Smith Metals and Dock Sales can put a roof on your house, your business, or custom build you a dock. Call 423-562-2676 now for an estimate on your job or to schedule that job. That's Smith Metals and Dock Sales in La Follette.
Tennessee Gas is your family-owned and operated one-stop shop, full-service propane and welding supply company. Whether it's a propane tank swap for changing suppliers or a complete new propane tank and service install, Tennessee Gas does it. See the welding supply showroom. Ask about leased welding gases, ideal for welding or small car shops. Live and local when you call 865-363-8009, and your purchase dollars stay right here at home. Highway 116 on the county line. Tennessee Gas, small enough to know you, large enough to serve you. Keeps your family warm one tank at a time. See the new Gas Logs and Gas Logs fireplace showroom at Tennessee Gas.
America's best pizza is just right here in Campbell County. People from all over the country travel to Campbell County for Charlie's Pizza. Maybe it's the handmade crust. Maybe it's the fresh ingredients. Or maybe it's just the friendly service and good times. Come see for yourself and find out what makes Charlie's Pizza the best around.
This is Joe Evans from Charlie's Pizza. We've been open since 1976, and we have the best pizza in town, so come down and see us.
10 bays, 12 employees. Yep, locally owned and operated Eagle Tire Pros get you in and back on the road quicker than anybody. And you know, we're more than just tires. Eagle Tire Pros has a lifetime warranty on repairs. Always remember, we beat everybody with the lowest guaranteed prices on tires. Eagle Tire Pros.
Hey, this is Brandon Johnson. Look for Eagle Tire Pros in the big red building on the 4-lane across from Y12 and Tractor Supply.
We are back at Gibson Field in a no-score affair, 0-0. As we are at halftime, Clayton Carroll alongside Peyton Ferguson. Peyton, what did you see out of that first half?
They were both leaned more towards a run. They both tried to pass the ball. Either it was overthrown. The quarterbacks really ain't getting that much time. The Jacksboro quarterback, he's comfortable in the pocket. He is definitely comfortable with that O-line. He's just they're holding him. They're just pushing him back into him. He really don't have that much throwing time. They're both running the ball really well. I do give them that. They're both breaking good plays. I really do think this is a very even matchup tonight.
The defensive coordinators must be absolutely loving this football game. It's about as perfect as you could possibly want it. No score, both sides. And going back to how the wing T operates, both teams only have 2 possessions. Wartburg got the ball to start, resulted in a punt. A very long drive, good drive by Wartburg, but an even better Jacksboro stop to result in a punt. Jacksboro also had a very good drive, but ended in a fumble. And then Wartburg had a turnover on downs, and then Jacksboro, time expired on them. So both teams with 2 possessions apiece and a first half that lasted just about 30 minutes. So clock was running almost the whole time. So it was when the wing T works, you see it work. It just takes time. It's because it's a new system for Jacksboro. It's a new system for Campbell County, one that will be worked out. And Jacksboro here against Wartburg, 0-0 the score. Let's talk a little bit about tomorrow. Campbell County up on Reynolds Field, El Hope Dossett Stadium. They host the Kings Academy from Seymour. Campbell County traveled down to the Kings Academy last year. A game that was 36-33. I was actually on the sidelines that night filling in for Josh Parker, who will be on the sidelines tomorrow, so you definitely want to tune into that. And Campbell County was down 33-30. There was about, it was the last play of the game. It was 4th down and 10. Timmy Gibson caught a slant route and took it all the way to the house to give Campbell County the win, 36-33. It was a barn burner. I do think the Kings Academy has lost a lot in terms of numbers for last year, but the Kings Academy definitely not a team to be overlooked because they played Campbell County very well last year, and certainly they can do that again this year. The Kings Academy coming down from Seymour, 7:30 kickoff, 7 p.m. start time for us here on WLAF. Les Martin, Brent Allen will bring you all of that coverage. Josh Parker, as mentioned, on the sidelines. And Matthew Moore will be on site running production. I'll be there. Aaron Hopkins will be behind the camera. And then Jim Freeman and Derek Marlowe will be back at network control. That's the game crew for Friday nights. Tonight, it's of course me. I'm here. I think, yeah, I'm here. You're here, right?
Yeah, I do believe I'm here.
Okay.
I do think Campbell County's got a real good shot at winning this game tomorrow. The Kings Academy, they're not a team to overlook.
Oh no,
but they are very beatable. They do not have much insurance as it comes to players.
Mm-hmm.
They usually do not have the biggest team in the world. It's almost leave it up to a coin flip tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
If Campbell County gets the ball rolling, and it's like a train. When you get a train rolling, it's very hard to stop it.
And that's nothing against the Kings Academy. It's just they're smaller on numbers. That's just the way that the Kings Academy is this year. They had a decent team last year, depth-wise. This year, not so much. But again, can't overlook them. They could beat you, but we also can beat them. So it'll be certainly exciting to see. And tonight, Wartburg has come back onto the field. Jacksboro has not, even though it's almost halftime. Actually, they are walking out of the field house right now. We'll try to get in a quick break. Again, this is Clayton Carroll alongside Peyton Ferguson. Matthew Moore back in network control as we bring you Jacksboro football over the WLAF Bulls Tire Sports Network.
Ready to kickstart your fitness journey? At Isaac's Gym, they believe everyone deserves a welcoming space to work on their health and wellness. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, Isaac's Gym has something for everyone. Located just over the hill from Gibson Field at JMS, their trainers Kirsten Wynn, Jacob Lasty, and Cassie Kibler are there to guide you, offering personalized workouts that fit your goals. Offering a student-athlete discount, Isaac's Gym is where the Eagles work out. Why wait? Take the first step toward a healthier you by calling 423-494-7934.
Your downtown tire shop and service center is ready to serve you today. Hensley Tire and Service is on the corner of Beach and Indiana, and whether it's an oil change or more serious work, Hensley's service team has a bay open and waiting to get you back on the road. Need tires? 1, 2, 3, or 4 or more? Hensley Tire and Service will accommodate you with a great price and super service. Need wheels? See Hensley Tire and Service, La Follette.
Go Cougars!
Clayton Carroll, Peyton Ferguson here at Gibson Field. Matthew Moore back at network control in downtown La Follette. As the third quarter is about to begin, it's Jacksboro and Wartburg. 0-0 your score. Jacksboro will receive the football. Wartburg receive the football to begin the game, and their kicker is setting the football on the tee. Doing the kicking duties for Wartburg is Nate Bowles. He will kick off. Back to return, Jack Sexton and Max Stanfield.
This kicker looks like he is trying to keep it out of Sexton's hands,
which is a very smart thing to do.
That is a smart thing to do in this situation.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we saw an onside kick. That's something to...
That is a very good possibility. 0-0 game coming after the half.
We do not see an onside kick. It's a squib kick that comes down at the 30-yard line. Max Stanfield will return, gets to the 35 to the 40. Tiptoeing the sideline, heads to the 50, the 45. Finally brought down at the 40, 38-yard line, somewhere in there. Good return for Max Stanfield. We were saying that you didn't want to see Jack Sexton get the football, but Max Stanfield is lethal too. Gets to the 38-yard line, prime field position for Jacksboro. Actually, they mark it at the 40.
That was a great way to flip the field. He lined up on the kicking to the opposite side of where Sexton was. Sexton seen that. He flipped fields, and I believe that's why that kick was more of a squib kick than it was a deep kick, because he tried to switch mid kick.
So Jacksboro under center, Max Stanfield, the lone receiver. It's a reverse to Sexton. Sexton is in the clear. He's in the 40 to 35 to 30. Pushed out of bounds by a couple different Bulldogs. Brought down by number 2 and number 34 for Wartburg. That's Rylan Ates and Nate Bowles. Good run there from Sexton. That's a first down. He got that outside, which he loves to do. Loves to run it to the outside and to the right. And that football spotted on the 28-yard line. So a 12-yard gain for Jack Sexton.
The sideline is a great tool for anybody running the ball. You keep that ball on the side of the sideline. If it does get knocked out, very good possibility it'll go out of bounds, and you do not lose the football.
Here's the snap. It's Evander DeMont running to the opposite side of the field. Gets to the 35 to 30. He's got some room to run. He gets to 20 to the 15. Very close to the end zone. Where do they mark him? They mark him very near the goal line. What a run there from Evander DeMont on that far side.
That kid's like a stick of dynamite. He's the one that hides behind the line. He's built like I was whenever I was in middle school. Very, very small. I was always one of the shorter ones on the team. I was able to hide and to get around people very easily. Whenever he gets the ball and gets some room, he can move.
So Evander DeMont gets Jacksboro to the 5-yard line. It's hard to tell from this angle, but that's what we're going to call it. Here's the snap. It's up the middle to the fullback, Thomas Wilson. Is he in the end zone? No.
Ooh.
I don't think. No, just short. Again, from this perspective, it's very hard to see where the goal line is, but he is short of the goal line. It's second down, and looks like 1 yard or 2 yards to go to the end zone. Jacksboro again, that offensive line giving Wilson, DeMont, Sexton a very good push.
That offensive line really sets this offense. I mean, you can't really argue it. If they didn't have a solid line, there would be no way.
So it's
Correction, the result of the play is an Eagle touchdown.
It's a touchdown. Well, the officials never signaled touchdown. They were discussing it at about the 10-yard line, and they call it touchdown.
I mean,
took them on to do so. Not the most exciting call in the world, but it is a touchdown.
It is a touchdown. I think I should go to Foot Locker and get one of their uniforms and come out here.
You'd definitely be able to keep up with the play.
I could keep up with the play. That I could do.
It's Thomas Wilson up the middle for the 2-point conversion. I don't think he got there. He did not. So after the touchdown that took about 5 minutes to call, it's 6-0, so we'll keep our coverage here. We said it was very close. It looked like he was from here at least 1, maybe 2 yards away, but he got a touchdown.
They did all get up cheering, and that's why we did get a little confused. Nobody ever moved their arms though. Nobody ever signaled a touchdown. So,
but it's a touchdown.
It is a touchdown.
6-0 your score. Jacksboro gets on the board. A very quick drive, which is rare running the wing tee. 1 minute and 5 seconds taken off the clock. So it is 6-0 Jacksboro coming out of halftime hot.
I think DeMont busted like a 35-yard run right there. That was a good play call. In my part, they've been focusing Sexton this whole game, and Jacksboro's really been focusing on this right side. I'm guessing that is their stronger side.
And DeMont took it to the left that time.
He took it to the opposite way. Everybody was already coming this way because they thought the play was coming this way, and he just snuck behind them, and he was gone.
So Evander DeMont set up the run. Thomas Wilson finished the job at 6:55 to go in the third quarter. 6-5-5. Jack Sexton puts the football down at the 40. Jacksboro again in gold helmets, blue jerseys, white numerals, trimmed in gold, and gold pants. Again, beautiful uniform set. And Wartburg in all white. White helmets, white jerseys, white pants. It's a squib kick. Goes straight to Nate Bowles at the 50. He'll fall on the football, and that's where Wartburg sets up. It was kind of hard to tell if that was trying to be an offside or onside kick or if it was a squib kick, but it's Wartburg football nonetheless. So 1st and 10 for Wartburg. They actually won't call it the 50. They'll call it the 48-yard line. Wartburg in the direction of our right to our left. Sun starting to set. the temperature starting to cool off.
It's starting to feel like fall out here. This is prime football weather is what this is.
This is my favorite weather all season. So it's 1st and 10. Wartburg shotgun formation. Here's the snap. It's Duncan. Duncan up the middle, breaking tackles, gets to the 45 to the 40, cutting to the outside. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. He's still on his feet, pushed out of bounds. At about the 27-yard line. I think it was Easton Ayers who pushed Duncan out of bounds. So good run there for Duncan. Good offensive line push there for Wartburg. First time we've really seen that all night. And it's 1st and 10. Shotgun formation once again. Wartburg likes to spread the field out. 2 receivers near side in Caleb Arms and number 3, Braden Duncan. No, that was number 7. That's Kevin Fausch. Anyway, it's a quarterback keeper. It's Garrett. Gets to the outside. Gets to the 30.
Garrett keeps.
Pushed out of bounds by Braxton McKendry, I think, led the way in that tackle. So it's very close to another first down. We await the exact spot. It'll be about 2-3 yards away from the first down. Lined up near side for Wartburg is Braxton Duncan alongside Kevin Fausch. Braden Duncan, the running back, and Kristen Garrett, the quarterback. Here's the snap. It goes to Braden Duncan. Porter Bostic had him for a second, but Duncan able to break the tackle and gain about 8 yards or so. It's first down for Wartburg, close to first down and goal. So you have Braxton Duncan, a receiver, and Braden Duncan for Wartburg. Probably brothers, if we had to guess. We don't have confirmation on that. But they probably are.
That's a very good possibility they are.
So Braxton Duncan is lined up on this near side, and over there on that far side, we have Rylan Aites and Nate Bowles. Here's the snap. It goes to Rylan Aites on a jet sweep. He is going nowhere. He lost the football. The ball is free. It's still loose, and Jacksboro recovers. Jack Sexton falls on the football. Do they mark him down? Oh, they are going to call him down.
The referees have called the ball down.
Oh, wow. Wow. It appeared that, from our perspective, that Aites rolled on top of the Jacksboro defender. But, and again, we're up here. They're down there. They saw something differently.
I think Josh agrees with the Foot Locker statement I just made because he is not too happy about the call on that play.
I have a feeling this basketball season we will hear Josh Parker use the Foot Locker statement at least a few times.
Very, very good possibility.
So after all of that, it's second down for Jacksboro. No, it's not. It's second down for Wartburg. 1 receiver near side, 3 men backfield. You have the quarterback, Kristen Garrett, and Braden Duncan alongside Kevin Fausch, who gets the snap here. He breaks a tackle, gets to the 5, still fighting, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown for Wartburg. And just like that, we're tied up. Solid run there for Kevin Fausch. Took it about 5-10 yards into the end zone, and it's 6-6, your score. Good offensive line push there from Wartburg on that possession.
That and that free back coming out of the outfield as a lead blocker, that really helped them on that play.
So will we see an extra point or will we see a 2-point conversion? It
looks like they're lining up to
kick. I think we're getting an extra point. And kicking for Wartburg is Jericho Winters, number 21. And to hold for Winters, I think, is the quarterback, Kristen Garrett. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. It's on the way. It's short. No, it's short, I think. We did not get an official. Yeah, we did get the official signal. It is short, so we are still knotted up at 6. 5:13 to go in the third quarter. This is Jacksboro football on the WLAF Dulles Tire Sports Network.
Back to a 0-0 ball game.
Smith Metals and Dock Sales has you covered. Whether on land or on water, Smith Metals and Dock Sales will keep you in the dry. Located on the 4-lane across from the high school, Smith Metals and Dock Sales can put a roof on your house, your business, or custom build you a dock. Call 423-562-2676 now for an estimate on your job or to schedule that job. That's Smith Metals and Dock Sales in La Follette.
Folks, this is Mike Green with Hanging by a Thread. And my wife, Bridget, and I specialize in caps. We embroider caps with your name, your logo on them. We can embroider 1 or 101 or more. Prices start as low as $14. Richardson caps start at $16. Just give me a call at 423-592-1968. We're right here in Jacksboro, 423-592-1968.
We are back at Gibson Field, knotted up at 6, as Peyton Ferguson said during the break. It's back to a 0-0 ball game. Jacksboro got on the board. Wartburg got on the board. Very controversial fumble, no fumble call. It appeared from our perspective that Wartburg fumbled the football. They indeed did not, as was the call on the field. And the very next play, Kevin Fausch took it into the end zone, so we are knotted up at 6. 5:13 to go in this third quarter. It's Bulls to kick off. It's an onside kick. It's tipped by Jacksboro, and Jacksboro does fall on it. Hayden Wallen fell on the football. So, again, very good field position for Jacksboro. That's the risk you take with the onside. You could get the football back, but then again, you could also give Jacksboro very good field position, of which you did.
That was one of those fake kick deep onside because the kicker passed up the ball, then the nose from the other end of the line end up kicking that onside, which is a good play when it works. It didn't really catch Jacksboro off guard, though. They were definitely heads up on that play.
So quarterback Jesse Chapman under center, Evander DeMont to his right, Thomas Wilson to his back, and then Jack Sexton over there on the left wing. DeMont rolling to his left side, gets to the 50. He's got some speed, gets to the 45-yard line. Just short of a first down, and DeMont down for a moment. And he is getting up. Again, DeMont, he's short, but he is very fast. Oh. And we do have a Wartburg player down. No, do we have a Jacksboro player down?
It was DeMont.
So DeMont is still down, but he is back up.
He did limp off the field. I think that may be a Charlie horse. I'm not sure. I'm not anything in the medical field whatsoever. I just know those hits do not feel good no matter how old you are.
So Max Stanfield trots on the field. Very, very solid run for DeMont. He's had a couple of those really good runs. And it's second down and 1. Here's the snap. It goes to Sexton. Sexton rolling to this right side. He's at the 50. He's at the 45. He's got the first down to the 40. It takes about 3 Wartburg Bulldogs to tackle him. Sexton down to close to the 35-yard line.
First down.
So first down and 10. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. This is what you want the wing T to do, and Jacksboro is showing that here tonight. Couple solid runs, very good offensive line play.
Picking away at that clock as much as you can, just to get what points you can. With the wing T, you do not have to have a 70-point game to win. Like I said last week, a win's a win.
Here's the snap. It goes up the middle to Wilson, the fullback, getting a couple. He still won a pile push. Oh, my goodness. Wilson still alive to the 30. Talk about a second, a third, a fourth effort. Wilson would not be brought down easily, and that is the kind of effort that makes it second down and very manageable instead of second down and long. And the cross-county team, La Follette, who Jacksboro plays in a couple weeks, they're on the road to Oneida. The Indians lead La Follette 8-0 at the end of the first quarter. It was a few moments ago, but at the end of the first quarter, it was 8-0. Jacksboro and La Follette in a couple weeks. That game will likely be at the high school. Here's the snap, goes to Sexton. Sexton in the midst of offensive linemen and defensive linemen, gaining maybe 1, possibly 2. But again, Jacksboro and La Follette, the Egg Bowl, September 26th. So we're decent. We have 3 games before that. No, 2. After the 2 games before that, that's all. The game brings the entire community out. The game likely will be played in high school. If not, will be played here at Jacksboro. So it's 2:15 to go in this third quarter. 6-6 is your score. Jacksboro comes to the line. Chapman under center. And Braxton McKendry lined up as the right wing in place of DeMont. Here's the snap. It's a fullback keeper. Wilson fighting, getting the first down to near the 25-yard line. Wilson in that Cherokee game did not get much of a push, but as we saw last week and this week, Wilson is a very, very effective fullback. And again, tonight, these runs would not be possible without the offensive line for Jacksboro. Let's call their names. You can never call the offensive lineman's name enough. Jackson No, Hunter Norman, Mason Wilson, Porter Bostic, Caden Hawk is out there as well, I think. And for sure, James Walker is. Here's the snap. Thomas Wilson has it. Very solid gain. Down to about the 10-yard line. So it's second down for Jacksboro. Second down and 4. 1:15 to go here in this third quarter, and it is just 8 o'clock. So 1 hour has went by, and we've already had 3 quarters of football. Lined up as the lone receiver is Tanner Johnson to this near side. Chapman under center in the flex bone look. Here's the snap. Goes to Sexton. Sexton to this far side. He's got some speed. Gets to the 20 to the 15. Tiptoeing the sideline to the 10. And brought down by a few Wartburg Bulldogs. That showed the speed and the athleticism of Sexton, and he gets the first down.
That was a great run, getting what you can get. That hole got closed up pretty quick. There was 4 or 5 Wartburg defenders right there, and he just found a way through.
So there's 40 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Out trots Max Stanfield for Jacksboro. Jacksboro on the far side of the field at the 6-yard line, the side of the field that's a little difficult for us to see. But nonetheless, we'll make the best out of it. Chapman under center. Here's the snap. It goes to Sexton. Sexton now cuts it up the middle, and he is
Sexton on the carry.
in the end zone. Yes, he is. Jack Sexton, touchdown, Jacksboro.
Will be an Eagle touchdown.
Jack Sexton had that solid run to set up that run. It was supposed to be a sweep. Jack Sexton cut it up the middle because that's where the blockers were at, and it is 12-6 Golden Eagles. So that comes with 13.6 seconds to go in the third quarter. Great run there from Sexton, and again, great offensive line.
This will probably bring this third quarter to an end. We got 13 seconds left. 12 points in 3 quarters. It just pick away. That's what it is. It's just picking away.
Here's the snap. It is Thomas Wilson running to this near side. He's got some blockers. Does he have the edge to get in? Yes, he did. 2-point conversion is good. And your score, Jacksboro 14, Wartburg 6. This is Golden Eagle football over the WLAF Gold's Tire Sports Network.
Since 1963, CNC Concrete has been serving Campbell County and surrounding areas with the best there is in concrete. The best in rock, the best in rebar, the best in sand, the best in pretty much anything pertaining to concrete. That's CNC Concrete. Bobby Crass is his family's 2nd generation of owning and operating CNC. And as Bobby says, we haul your dreams, the concrete, to your dream home. CNC Concrete is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until the job gets done.
We haul rock at CNC Concrete.
Hi, this is Kimberly Burge here at Burge Screen Printing. We work to bring your idea to reality. We specialize in custom screen printing, direct-to-garment full-color printing on signs, banners, and much more.
Hey, this is Larry Burge. Stop by and see us today in downtown La Follette at 225 East Central Avenue or call 423-562-3044. 562-3044. Go Cougars!
Well, the Golden Eagles have scored on back-to-back possessions. Your score, Jacksboro 14, Wartburg 6. Sexton will kick off from our left to our right. That drive, you had a couple nice runs from Evander DeMott, and then Jack Sexton took it the rest of the way to make it 14-6. Good kick, came down at the 25. Wartburg on the return, gets to the 30. Cutting over the middle of the field, he's tripped and falls down at the 42-yard line. That was Braxton Duncan on the kickoff return. So it's 1st and 10 from their own 42. 6.4 seconds left to go in this third quarter. So Jacksboro, if he can hold Wartburg on this possession, that the way the offense runs, that could be ball game.
That it could be. I mean, they're eating up a quarter and possession apiece. What have they had? 4 possessions.
Wartburg has had, this is their 4th possession. So that drive took basically the whole third quarter. So 6.4 seconds, 14-6 is your score. Here's the snap. It is a jet sweep to Braxton Duncan. He's got some speed. He gets the outside. He's to the 50. pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line as that ends the third quarter. Your score, Jacksboro 14, Wartburg 6. This is Golden Eagle football over the WLAF Bulls Tire Sports Network.
14-6.
Ready to kickstart your fitness journey? At Isaac's Gym, they believe everyone deserves a welcoming space to work on their health and wellness. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, Isaac's Gym has something for everyone. Located just over the hill from Gibson Field at JMS, their trainers Kirsten Wynn, Jacob Lasty, and Cassie Kibler are there to guide you, offering personalized workouts that fit your goals. Offering a student-athlete discount, Isaac's Gym is where the Eagles work out. Why wait? Take the first step toward a healthier you by calling 423-494-7934.
Your downtown tire shop and service center is ready to serve you today. Hensley Tire and Service is on the corner of Beach and Indiana, and whether it's an oil change or more serious work, Hensley's service team has a bay open and waiting to get you back on the road. Need tires? 1, 2, 3, or 4 or more? Hensley Tire and Service will accommodate you with a great price and super service. Need wheels? See Hensley Tire and Service, La Follette.
Go Cougars!
We are back at Gibson Field. The fourth quarter set to begin. 14-6, your Golden Eagles lead. We were talking about this on the break. That possession for Jacksboro. First off, you have limited Wartburg to only 4 possessions. And in the whole game, that possession that Jacksboro had last took basically the whole quarter. So that's the wing tee right there. When it works, it shows. Here's the snap. The Wartburg tailback. He gets to the 35-yard line, wrapped up by a couple Golden Eagles. It was a good tackle by number 21, Caden Wallen. Also in on the tackle was Thomas Wilson as the peers out there for Jacksboro. Braxton McKendry, Jack Sexton up front. Now you have Weston Cavett, Porter Bostic, and Jackson No. And then here on this near side, you have Tatum Russell. And you have Caden Wallen as well as Max Stanfield. I think that's everybody. Here's the snap. It goes to Kristen Garrett. He gains a few yards.
Garrett on the
carry. Decent game, gaining about 4, maybe 5 yards. So it is second down for Wartburg. 14-6 is the score. Jacksboro on top. Also out there for Jacksboro, Easton Ayers. I don't know if I mentioned his name a second ago. So that is your defensive look for Jacksboro. And then for Wartburg, in the backfield is Braden Duncan as the running back. Kristen Garrett is quarterback near side. You have Rylan H, who is in motion, and this is a fake jet sweep and flag on the play. And number 3 is hit hard and wrapped up by Thomas Wilson. That was Braden Duncan on carry. Flag is on the play. What is only the 4th penalty.
You have definitely made an improvement from the last game with the penalties, at least.
Let's see what the call is.
Illegal motion? It's just a guess. I'm not for sure. False start.
False start on Wartburg. So that backs up the clock, or not the clock, that backs up the football to basically the original line of scrimmage.
They've ran 3 plays and took up each play's taken up about a minute apiece.
So if we said this a second ago, but if you're Jacksboro and you get a stop here, 3 runs, the game's over. Possibly.
It's a very good possibility that this game can end in this possession just due to the fact that running the ball is eating up every second of this clock right now.
And also something else to make note of, Wartburg has to get the 2-point conversion. Here's a quarterback keeper going nowhere. Tackled by Jackson No for a loss.
And there's another flag on the plate.
Flag is on the play. Could be false start.
No on the tackle.
Let's await the official call. If it is a false start, do you think they decline the penalty or take it? Because you got 2nd and 15 or 3rd and 11. Let's see what the call is. False start on Wartburg. It is declined. That answers that question. It brings up 3rd down and long. Big-time defensive play.
This right here could almost make this game, because I could almost bet some money that Jacksboro, if they keep control of this ball, they could eat up every bit of this 6 minutes and 30 seconds that's left on this clock right now.
And plus, Jacksboro's been getting the first downs. They have been doing that somewhat with ease.
Yeah.
6:27 to go, fourth quarter, last quarter of action, unless we see overtime. 14-6 to score. Third down and 10. Well, we'll call it 11 or 12 for Wartburg. Shotgun formation. The official talking to head coach Heath Tinker. Anyway, that gives us a good moment to mention the offensive line for Wartburg. Out there, you have Jayton Heron. You've got Javier Hamby out there. Number 52 is Ethan Brown. On that far side, you have Nate Bulls and number 99, Isaac Sills. And there's one other Bulldog, but I cannot see his number. So that is your 73, Evan Garrett. Wartburg, a very, very solid offensive line up front. They've kind of had a much better push here in this second half than they did in the first half. So Wartburg, again, a very solid football team. Very solid. They've come in here, played very well, and they are in a position to tie this football game up, depending on this play here.
This is one of those games that's almost can be a coin toss of who's going to win. I mean, both of these teams are pretty even in talent, to be honest with you. I just think this boils down to really the line and play calling. This defensive line has really not let up that much. The only big runs they've had has been really breaking it to the outside.
And here's the snap. This is a pass play deep down the field. It is underthrown. Fourth down and long. This is a very big play.
Do you think they try to get a high punt and try to get it around the one, or do you believe they're going to try to throw it again, try to find somebody open?
See, I'm supposed to ask you those questions.
Well, let's give you a test now.
I would think nothing against their punter, but this is the middle school level. You don't see you don't see a bunch of Jackson Rosses out there punting, Tennessee's punter. I say there's still some time left. I want the ball in my hands. I say you go for it, maybe run a slant or something, because you had one earlier, but it was not thrown very well. So looks like we're going to see a play from scrimmage here. Doesn't look like they're coming and punt, but I would want the football in my hands. So here's the snap. Number 7 in motion, that's Kevin Fausch. Here it is. It's a pass play. He's going deep down the field again toward that far sideline. Runs out of real estate. That's a turnover on downs. Jacksboro could salt this game away.
Got about 6:12 left on this clock. I do believe that I think Jacksboro really can burn every minute of this clock out right now.
Because they did in the last quarter.
That they did.
So Jacksboro will come to the line. Coming off the field is Tatum Russell. Coming on the field is number 57. Who is that? Mason Wilson, starting offensive lineman for Jacksboro. Jacksboro, the flexbone formation. Here's the snap. It's a handoff to somebody.
It looks like they fumbled the snap. I just seen it.
Ooh. I think they have it back. So a bobbled snap. Still Jacksboro football. Second down and long. Jacksboro huddling up. Another thing about the wing tee is the huddles, how they work. They're not as simple as you would think. Now, that was something Campbell County was working on earlier in the year. Each person breaks off at a different time, and it's like there's a science to it. Chapman under center. Here's the handoff. It's DeMott. DeMott is wrapped up behind the line for a loss. So it is good that DeMott is back in the football game. You love to see that. It is a loss of yardage. Just not really didn't really have anywhere to go there. So it's third down and long. Third down and looks to be about 18 yards. So third down and we'll call it 18. 5 minutes to go. If you're Jacksboro, I'm going to ask you a question now. Do you just run the ball and try to stop them on defense, or do you throw it deep?
I would try to throw it deep. You got one more play, And if not, I'm very confident this punter can put it a good little bit.
See what they do. It's a
field.
handoff to Sexton. Sexton on the far side gets to the 30, tripped up after a gain of a couple. So it's 4th down, likely a punt coming here. So Wartburg has another chance to tie the football game, expecting they recover the punt and there's no fumble or no interesting occurrences happen. Well, we will see as Jack Sexton should do the punting duties, I believe. Jacksboro does have the punt formation out, and back to punt is indeed Jack Sexton.
Sexton to punt.
They did run 3, maybe 4 plays there, and it took up about 4 minutes.
Punt was tipped. The punt was blocked, and it's not even getting back to the line of scrimmage. I wish I saw who blocked that punt. But the punt was blocked. Wartburg recovered the football. So 1st and 10 Wartburg, basically where they were at last possession. So Wartburg, a new breath of life here, a second chance, 4:01 to go, 4th quarter. We will not take a break as both teams have come set. But again, tomorrow night, Cougar football, Reynolds Field, 7:30. Our coverage begins at 7. Les Martin and Brent Allen send you all of that coverage as they have been doing so for 14 years. So you definitely don't want to miss that. And we have one incredible football game going here, 14-6. Wartburg with a chance to win. They're trailing by 8. 4:01 to go in this game. Jacksboro 1-1 on the season. Wartburg 2-2. Jacksboro hopes both teams leave this game 2-1. Wartburg hopes to go 3-0. Here's the snap. It goes to number 7. That's Fausch. And actually, that was a quarterback keeper.
Garrett keeps.
Garrett kept the football, gained a few, maybe 4-5 yards. Did he go out of bounds? Yes, as the clock has stopped. So that is something you like if you're Wartburg, getting the clock to stop, giving you potentially more time.
With the way that they're running both of these offenses right now, time is pretty much key. I mean, they're burning a good 25 seconds or so each play. And Jacksboro's burning right at a minute but on each of their plays, so they really don't have too much time to spare.
It's 2nd down and 5 for Wartburg. 2 receivers near side. Number 2, Rylan Aites. Number 34, Nate Bowles. 1 receiver on that far side. Here's the snap. It's a bobbled snap. Quarterback keeps it. Garrett gets to about the
Quarterback keeps.
23-yard line or so. It's 3rd down. Big 3rd down stop here for Jacksboro. Big 3rd down possession.
It really looks like that Wartburg's trying to get to that sideline to stop the clock as much as they can, because here in the 4th quarter it is staying a running clock right now.
So there's 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go. 4th quarter, 14-6. Here's the snap, and it's a 1st down and many more for Wartburg. Who is that on the carry?
Wilson and Weldon on the tackle.
As you heard, Thomas, Wilson, and Wallen were on the tackle, and on the carry for Wartburg, I think it was Braden Duncan. So that's a 1st down. Ball spotted on the 15-yard line. Wartburg driving with just over 3 minutes to go. Here's the snap. Garrett keeps it, cuts it up the middle, gaining a couple yards, but going met very quickly by number 24, Thomas Wilson for Jacksboro. Wilson's had a couple nice tackles, and that was one of them that we saw right there. So that gained a few yards. About 2nd down and 7 is what we have. Out trots Christian Garrett to get the play from head coach Heath Tinker. Tinker coached with Justin and Matt Price at the high school for about a year. Now he's leading the Wartburg Bulldogs. 2:25 to go. Time is slowly ticking down. Wartburg moving from our left to our right. 3-man backfield for Wartburg, quarterback Garrett, and then Fausch and Aites. No Duncan. Here's the snap. It goes to Fausch. Fausch up the gut, getting a few yards before he's tackled by Thomas Wilson. Got in on the action. So did Easton Ayers. And Wartburg wants a timeout.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
We'll go ahead and take this one with them. When we come back, there's exactly 2 minutes to go in the game. 3rd down and 5. This is Eagle football on the WLAF Dulles Tire Sports Network.
Smith Metals and Dock Sales has you covered. Whether on land or on water, Smith Metals and Dock Sales will keep you in the dry. Located on the 4-lane across from the high school, Smith Metals and Dock Sales can put a roof on your house, your business, or custom build you a dock. Call 423-562-2676 now for an estimate on your job or to schedule that job. That's Smith Metals and Dock Sales in La Follette.
Folks, this is Mike Green with Hanging by a Thread. And my wife, Bridget, and I specialize in caps, wind border caps with your name, your logo on them. We can embroider 1 or 101 or more. Prices start as low as $14. Richardson caps start at $16. Just give me a call at 423-592-1968. We're right here in Jacksboro, 423-592-1968.
Back at Gibson Field, it was a halfback toss to Braden Duncan that was brought down quickly by Thomas Wilson. So it's 4th down coming up for Wartburg. They want another timeout. This time we'll keep it here. 1:46 to go in this game. Solid tackle there by Jacksboro to bring up a 4th down. One that possibly determines the outcome of this football game.
Jacksboro, I got to give them one thing. They definitely do have a solid red zone defense. Like last week, they held who they was playing to the red zone 4 or 5 times and held them right where they stood and turned the ball over. I mean, that's gotta make the coaches at least a little happy.
So yeah, we had that stop against Jefferson last week, and then could be getting another one tonight. We'll certainly see. The sunlight's about the same as it was last week. It's getting darker quicker, which, it is what it is. Makes it cooler, though.
We're sitting at 4th down and 5 to go.
Jacksboro has taken the field on defense. As you said, 4th down and 5. 4th down and 5. Quarterback shotgun formation. It's a pass play. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. Incomplete pass. Turnover on downs. Jacksboro can ice this football game away, barring a turnover.
Bulldogs turn the ball over on downs.
Just by how they've been playing, if they keep doing what they was doing, 2 plays, this game will be over because they was averaging right at a minute a play last possession of theirs.
Eagles.
So Jacksboro calls a timeout. We will take this one with them. The score 14-6. Jacksboro football. They can ice this game away. We'll find that out here in just a second. This is Eagle football on the WLAF Dulles Tire Sports Network.
Since 1963, CNC Concrete has been serving Campbell County and surrounding areas with the best there is in concrete. The best in rock, the best in rebar, the best in sand, the best in pretty much anything pertaining to concrete. That's CNC Concrete. Bobby Crass is his family's 2nd generation of owning and operating CNC. And as Bobby says, we haul your dreams, the concrete, to your dream home. CNC Concrete is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until the job gets done.
We haul rock at CNC Concrete.
Back at Gibson Field, Jacksboro has the football, 1:43 to go. Just hand the ball off a couple times, or take a knee for that matter. And if nothing crazy happens, you go home 2-1. 1 minute, 43 seconds to go. Jacksboro looking to the sideline for the play. Now they come set. Chapman under center. It is a handoff to Sexton to the far side, getting a couple yards. Getting 1, possibly 2 yards. Wartburg will call a timeout. This time we'll keep it here. And as you heard PA announcer Pat Peebley say, that's the last timeout. So this game very well should be and could be over. So you said this a moment ago. The goal line defense for Jacksboro has been phenomenal. Last week, getting the goal line stand against Jefferson. This week, forcing an incomplete pass on 4th down. So Jacksboro, the defense you've got to love for Jacksboro. And the offensive line, too, played very well. This is the kind of scores you expect to see with the wing tee, but that's a good thing because that's how it's supposed to work.
This is how everybody sees the wing tee working. I mean, people do have what they want to say about the wing tee. It works. Sometimes it don't work. Sometimes it's just it's really a bobble thing. I don't know really how to explain it, but both of these lines for Jacksboro have just really stepped up and amazed me these past 2 weeks.
Wartburg only 5 possessions. Jacksboro, I think the exact same. So both teams only 5 possessions. Here's the snap. It goes to, I think that's Wilson a few yards. That clock can tick away, and that the game, Jacksboro should have to snap it one more time, but other than that, should be ball game. So there's 1:15 clock running. Third down for Jacksboro. Third down and about 6 yards to go. Jacksboro on the road next week at Huntsville. 7 p.m. kickoff. We'll go live about 6:45. That game is at Scott High School. Very grateful for that. The brand new turf field looks incredible. That new turf field has the Rifleman logo on the 50. Looks very nice. Scott did a great job with their turf field. And Jacksboro gets to play on that. And Jacksboro called a timeout with 49.7 seconds left to go in this contest. Jacksboro with the win, assuming there's no fumble or anything strange, will advance to 2-1 on the season with Wartburg and Wartburg will fall to 2-1. Third lone loss coming to Jacksboro. They defeated Birchfield and Harriman this season. Very solid football team. Very solid football team for Wartburg. Head coach Heath Tinker done a phenomenal job up there with Chad Seals and Seth Francis, John Arms, James Smith, Billy Smith, the assistant coaches for Wartburg. As for Jacksboro, of course, led by head coach Cody Parker, assisted by Nick Owens, Michael Brown, Devin Jones, Skylar Kirby, and Devin Jones. It's 49.7 seconds left. Jacksboro leading. Just got one more snap. Well, you might have to snap it again because there's 49 seconds left.
It does look like they're set up to need the ball.
And they will actually hand it off. Enough toward the far side, maybe losing a couple yards. That clock will tick down. The clock in middle school is 45, correct?
Yes.
So we'll be about 4 seconds left. Jacksboro with the punt should ice the game away. Then again, crazier things have happened.
Very good possibility. Hey, I mean, there's always a chance to take it back.
15 seconds to go. Clock ticking down. Jacksboro staying in the huddle. There's 10 seconds left. I guess they will let the play clock expire. Take the delay game. Punt the football. Well, they'll call a timeout to avoid the delay of game. 5.9 seconds on the clock.
Final timeout of
Jacksboro is 5.9 seconds away from their second victory of the season. Back-to-back victories. Last week, again, Jefferson, very similar football game. 12-3 was that score. Tonight, 14-6. So expect to see those kinds of scores. But again, as we were saying, the wing tee is not a high-flying, showy offense. But when it works, it is an offense that really works. And Jacksboro has, again, like you said earlier in the broadcast, you kind of have to work the kinks out. And Jacksboro obviously still doing so. They're still a young team, but only one penalty flag for Jacksboro by my count.
That, I mean, compared to last week, they have done great on holding off on penalties. Yeah, they did have one offsides at the very beginning of the game, but it really didn't faze them whatsoever. They held them and caused them to punt that drive.
Because that's another thing about the wing tee. You've got to play penalty free. Because if you get behind the sticks, that's the thing about the wing tee, keeping it in front of the sticks. And for the most part, Jacksboro has done that this entire game. Sexton will be back to punt. Jacksboro just has to have one defensive stand. Does not let anything crazy happen on the return. And this should be a game ceiling play. Jack Sexton just going to run out the clock, and he will be successful in doing so. So no punt necessary. Sexton runs out the clock, and the Jacksboro Eagles advance to 2-0. The final score, Jacksboro 14, Wartburg 6. This is Golden Eagle football over the WLAF Duals Tire Sports Network.
Hi, this is Kimberly Burge here at Burge Screen Printing. We work to bring your idea to reality. We specialize in custom screen printing, direct-to-garment full-color printing for all your apparel needs. We also do full-color printing on signs, banners, and much more.
Hey, this is Larry Burge. Stop by and see us today in downtown La Follette at 225 East Central Avenue or call 423-562-3044. 562-3044. Go Cougars!
Ready to kickstart your fitness journey? At Isaac's Gym, they believe everyone deserves a welcoming space to work on their health and wellness. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, Isaac's Gym has something for everyone. Located just over the hill from Gibson Field at JMS, your trainers Kirsten Wynn, Jacob Lasty, and Cassie Kibler are there to guide you, offering personalized workouts that fit your goals. Offering a student-athlete discount, Isaac's Gym is where the Eagles work out. Why wait? Take the first step toward a healthier you by calling 423-494-7934.
Your downtown tire shop and service center is ready to serve you today. Hensley Tire and Service is on the corner of Beach and Indiana, and whether it's an oil change or more serious work, Hensley's service team has a bay open and waiting to get you back on the road. Need tires? 1, 2, 3, or 4 or more? Hensley Tire and Service will accommodate you with great price and super service. Need wheels? See Hensley Tire and Service, La Follette.
Go Cougars!
Smith Metals and Dock Sales has you covered. Whether on land or on water, Smith Metals and Dock Sales will keep you in the dry. Located on the 4-lane across from the high school, Smith Metals and Dock Sales can put a roof on your house, your business, or custom build you a dock. Call 423-562-2676 now for an estimate on your job or to schedule that job. That's Smith Metals and Dock Sales in La Follette.
Tennessee Gas is your family-owned and operated one-stop shop, full-service propane and welding supply company. Whether it's a propane tank swap for changing suppliers or a complete new propane tank and service install, Tennessee Gas does it. See the welding supply showroom. Ask about leased welding gases, ideal for welding or small car shops. Live and local when you call 865-363-8009, and your purchase dollars stay right here at home. Highway 116 on the county line. Tennessee Gas, small enough to know you, large enough to serve you. Keeps your family warm one tank at a time. See the new Gas Logs and Gas Logs fireplace showroom at Tennessee Gas.
America's best pizza is just right here in Campbell County. People from all over the country travel to Campbell County for Charlie's Pizza. Maybe it's the handmade crust. Maybe it's the fresh ingredients. Or maybe it's just the friendly service and good times. Come see for yourself and find out what makes Charlie's Pizza the best around.
This is Joe Evans from Charlie's Pizza. We've been open since 1976, and we have the best pizza in town, so come down and see us.
10 bays, 12 employees. Yep, locally owned and operated Eagle Tire Pros get you in and back on the road quicker than anybody. And you know, we're more than just tires. Eagle Tire Pros has a lifetime warranty on repairs. Always remember, we beat everybody with the lowest guaranteed prices on tires. Eagle Tire Pros.
Hey, this is Brandon Johnson. Look for Eagle Tire Pros in the big red building on the 4-lane across from Y12 and Tractor Supply.
Ready to kickstart your fitness journey? At Isaac's Gym, they believe everyone deserves a welcoming space to work on their health and wellness. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, Isaac's Gym has something for everyone. Located just over the hill from Gibson Field at JMS, your trainers Kirsten Wynn, Jacob Lasty, and Cassie Kibler are there to guide you, offering personalized workouts that fit your goals. Offering a student-athlete discount, Isaac's Gym is where the Eagles work out. Why wait? Take the first step toward a healthier you by calling 423-494-7934.
Your downtown tire shop and service center is ready to serve you today. Hensley Tire and Service is on the corner of Beach and Indiana, and whether it's an oil change or more serious work, Hensley's service team has a bay open and waiting to get you back on the road. Need tires? 1, 2, 3, or 4 or more? Hensley Tire and Service will accommodate you with great price and super service. Need wheels? See Hensley Tire and Service, La Follette.
Go Cougars!
Smith Metals and Dock Sales has you covered. Whether on land or on water, Smith Metals and Dock Sales will keep you in the dry. Located on the 4-lane across from the high school, Smith Metals and Dock Sales can put a roof on your house, your business, or custom build you a dock. Call 423-562-2676 now for an estimate on your job or to schedule that job. That's Smith Metals and Dock Sales in La Follette.
Folks, this is Mike Green with Hanging by a Thread, and my wife Bridget, and I specialize in caps, wind border caps with your name, your logo on them. We can embroider 1 or 101 or more. Prices start as low as $14. Richardson caps start at $16. Just give me a call at 423-592-1968. We're right here in Jacksboro, 423-592-1968.
Since 1963, CNC Concrete has been serving Campbell County and surrounding areas with the best there is in concrete. The best in rock, the best in rebar, the best in sand, the best in pretty much anything pertaining to concrete. That's CNC Concrete. Bobby Crass is his family's second generation of owning and operating CNC. And as Bobby says, we haul your dreams, the concrete, to your dream home. CNC Concrete is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until the job gets done.
We haul rock at CNC Concrete.
Hi, this is Kimberly Burge here at Burge Screen Printing. We work to bring your idea to reality. We specialize in custom screen printing, direct-to-garment full-color printing for all your apparel needs. We also do full-color printing on signs, banners, and much more.
Hey, this is Larry Burge. Stop by and see us today in downtown La Follette at 225 East Central Avenue or call 423-562-3044. 562-3044. Go Cougars!
Ready to kickstart your fitness journey? At Isaac's Gym, they believe everyone deserves a welcoming space to work on their health and wellness. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, Isaac's Gym has something for everyone. Located just over the hill from Gibson Field at JMS, their trainers Kirsten Wynn, Jacob Lasty, and Cassie Kibler are there to guide you, offering personalized workouts that fit your goals. Offering a student-athlete discount, Isaac's Gym is where the Eagles work out. Why wait? Take the first step toward a healthier you by calling 423-494-7934.
Your downtown tire shop and service center is ready to serve you today. Hensley Tire and Service is on the corner of Beach and Indiana, and whether it's an oil change or more serious work, Hensley's service team has a bay open and waiting to get you back on the road. Need tires? 1, 2, 3, or 4 or more? Hensley Tire and Service will accommodate you with a great price and super service. Need wheels? See Hensley Tire and Service, La Follette.
Go Cougars!
Smith Metals and Dock Sales has you covered. Whether on land or on water, Smith Metals and Dock Sales will keep you in the dry. Located on the 4-lane across from the high school, Smith Metals and Dock Sales can put a roof on your house, your business, or custom build you a dock. Call 423-562-2676 now for an estimate on your job or to schedule that job. That's Smith Metals and Dock Sales in La Follette.
Welcome to Gibson Field. Welcome back to Gibson Field. Jacksboro victorious tonight against Wartburg. The final score, Golden Eagles 14, Wartburg Bulldogs 6. Clayton Carroll and Peyton Ferguson along. Cody Parker still on the field getting interviewed, so he'll be up here in just a moment or two. And we'll ask Cody Parker about his thoughts for tonight. I'm sure they're mostly positive, as Jacksboro, again, their offensive line, Jackson No, Hunter Norman, Mason Wilson, Porter Bostic, James Walker, their offensive line and their defensive line, those same guys, played incredibly well, which led Jack Sexton, Evander DeMont, and Thomas Wilson to break off some big runs. And, again, the wing tee basically sapping all of the time off the clock. Jacksboro getting the win 14-6, each team with only 5 possessions. What was some of your takeaways for tonight?
They definitely had the ball rolling pretty good tonight. Don't get me wrong, they did have their uh-ohs here and there. They did let up a couple of good little drives. But all in all, that was a well-played football game by Jacksboro. And Wartburg, I mean, they hung in there. It was just a good coached and well-played game on both sides. There's nothing really to... I mean, there's always going to be something that you can nitpick to make your team better, make players better. But all in all, that was just a solid matchup.
Because Wartburg a very big football team up front. We were saying when they came off the bus, we were like, oh my, that's a very big football team. But Jacksboro's offensive line also very good on size. Cody preseason, this might be one of the biggest teams he's had up front. They not only held their own, they kind of asserted dominance early. And again, that offensive line and the defense, Thomas Wilson having a few nice tackles. Also, you had Tatum Russell getting in there, Ryder Wallen, the other Walden. My name, Caden Wallen. There you go, Ryder and Caden Wallen. I'm about to say Morgan for a second, but no, not Morgan Wallen, not him. But no, Ryder and Caden Wallen, the 7th grader and 8th grader, they played very well tonight. Really, nobody played poorly for Jacksboro. Good to see Jesse Chapman in there. He had a couple nice quarterback keepers back from injury. So Jacksboro, very, very well-played football game. And as we still await Cody Parker, we'll kind of preview next week's game. Jacksboro travels to Huntsville tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Thank goodness it's not tomorrow. That'd be a quick turnaround. Not Saturday. Wow. Thursday, September the 12th. That's next Thursday. Jacksboro travels to Huntsville. That game will be played at Scott High School. Very, very grateful for that because the field at Scott High is very nice. So they'll be at Huntsville next week. The week after that at Soldiers Memorial. And then the week after that, they'll be at either here or likely at the high school against the Follett. So there is a very good possibility that Jacksboro only has one football game left at this field. So we'll certainly see about that. That's in the future, though. Jacksboro gets the win here tonight against Wartburg, 14-6. As you said, great game by both sides. Jacksboro prevailing, kind of out-physicaling, if that's a word. Out-physicaling, I don't think that's a word, but we're going to go with it. Jacksboro really showing their own against the Wartburg front, something they did not do against Cherokee, but they have done these past 2 weeks. So a very solid win for Jacksboro, 14-6. Again, the final as Cody Parker has joined us. We'll get a quick sound check here. So Jacksboro, again, the win here tonight on homecoming, 14-6 against Wartburg. Coach, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Well, Coach, what's some of your takeaways on tonight's victory here against Wartburg?
Not pretty all the time. I feel like I said that a lot last week too, but that's a really good football team. 26 8th graders. So you're looking at a lot of kids that have played a lot of football, and but our kids just are finding a way, and they're responding. And offensively, Clayton, we really didn't get stopped tonight. We kind of stopped ourselves with, a mistake, a turnover, And again, the one is a bad play call on me there on that first drive. I shouldn't have got greedy and tried to throw it. We should have just kept running our stuff. But, that's something for me to learn from. And, but our kids at halftime, I said, consistently, they cannot stop us. And I said that and I meant it. I felt that way. So offensively, being able to stretch the width of the field with those sweeps, hitting them back inside with the fullback, I kind of felt like, we're making strides offensively. And, defensively, other than the one drive to start the third quarter, after we scored in the third, I felt like we played really good again defensively. Obviously, some things to clean up, but is what it is. As far as somebody's 6 points playing, our kids are playing really hard on that side of the ball, and if we can continue to do that, Clayton, we're going to be in good shape going forward. And listen, the days of us just blowing people out until we can get over that hump of not making a mistake here, or we have to stay on schedule, don't turn the football over, and continue to move the chains. And a blowout may be like 20-0 or 20-6, just because of the amount of possessions that or lack of that are happening in a game. So just offensively, man, Jack, Evander, Thomas, and our offensive line they're getting so much better. And tonight, Clayton, I don't know if you mentioned our whole right side, right guard, right tackle. That's 2 guys that didn't start last week. So those are guys. Again, they're 8th graders, but that's not who we started last week. And so we're just continuing to find ways to get people involved, to get people in the game and continue to grow and develop. And I really believe that really, really good things are going to happen for this football team going forward as long as we continue to have the same mindset.
Peyton and I were talking during the break and then a moment ago when we saw Wartburg come off the bus and saw their line. It was like, oh, wow, that's a big football team.
It is.
And what does that go to say about your offensive line and your defensive line really not holding their own, but kind of, and not to take anything away from Wartburg, but kind of asserting their dominance against Wartburg only with a couple good offensive line pushes and then a couple good tackles as well to start the game early and continuing throughout the game?
I think, at the end of the day with this style of football, you better be good up front. And off from an offensive standpoint, and that's very far for me. A lot of Jackson knows really the only guy that played a lot of varsity football last year. So really, these other guys, this is just the third game of their middle school career, and to see them continue to grow, compete, and kind of figure things out as they go is really encouraging to me. And as far as from a defensive standpoint, we're playing at three-man front. Listen, early on it was taking all five to block our three. And, they made a little adjustment there on that one drive and started just releasing those guards straight to the backers, and we wasn't being able to get down in there from those two defensive tackle spots and get down in there and make those plays. So they were kind of getting up to linebackers a little bit easier. We adjusted. We started just putting those guys in the back or in the gaps, kind of got in the bare front look and get those linebackers free so they can make plays. And I want to brag on those linebackers. I want to brag on our whole defense. I understand what happened to us that first week. I understand that. But these last 2 weeks, we're averaging giving up 4.5 points a game. And, sometimes you give up over a touchdown, just based on a fluke. But our kids disciplined in the back end. We didn't give up any big shots. We got to sure some things up on the edges. I feel like right now that if you could say, hey, Coach, where's your weak spot at? I feel like on the edge, we got to sure some things up a little bit. But again, we're playing 2 7th graders there. So, they're just going to continue to grow and get better. So it's just really encouraging to me what I see now. Just the toughness, the grit, the fight. Everybody, just the ditch, Clayton. It's all about the ditch.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. What is the early scout, if there is one, on Huntsville next week?
There's not one yet. We're going to get busy on that in the morning. I know they beat LaFollette. I'm not sure who else they've played. But, I'm sure they'll have a good football team. Usually a bunch of big kids. And so, we're just going to have to line up and go up there and be ready to play. And I think as long as we continue with this mindset and this growth mentality, I think things are really going to continue. You're going to see continuous growth from us going forward. And again, just can't say enough about their effort tonight. Just super proud of them.
Well, Coach, again, congrats on the win. And one more thing, the white hat stays undefeated.
The white hat is undefeated. And I'm not even going to wash it, Clayton. This thing will be yellow by next week. But
hey, it'll fit in with the blue.
I was a little nervous. I went with a hot jacket tonight instead of the blue dry fit T-shirt. But it worked out. So, offensive explosion for us in the third quarter. So maybe we'll just keep this.
Very briefly, both teams, I think, only had 5 possessions. So that Peyton and I were talking about that. When the wing T works, it shows. And it seems as, of course, had the first week, but last week and this week, the guys seem to be figuring it out and executing it very well.
They are. And that's one thing I'll say. Like our kids, they are willing to work. It's a good group of kids. They're willing to learn. And again, Clayton, it's not pretty all the time, but that's okay. But I think, again, you go from 0 points to 12 to 14. So let's continuously build on that number and still keep doing our thing defensively, and good things are going to happen.
Well, Coach, we appreciate it. We will see you next week at Huntsville.
Thank you, and thank WLAF, Clayton.
We appreciate that. That'll do it for our coverage tonight from Gibson Field. your final. Again, Jacksboro 14, Wartburg 6. We'll see you next week at Huntsville. 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll go live 6:45. Our next broadcast here on WLAF tomorrow. Cougar football begins at 7 o'clock here on WLAF. Kickoff at 7:30. For Matthew Moore back at Network Control, and for Peyton Ferguson, this is Clayton Carroll. Jacksboro gets the win 14-6 here from Gibson Field. This has been Golden Eagle football over the WLAF Tools Tire Sports Network. God bless.
Jacksboro Golden Eagle football on WLAF is brought to you by Isaac's Gym, Hensley Tire and Service, Smith Metals and Dock Sales, Tennessee Gas, Charlie's Pizza, Eagle Tire Pros, Hanging by a Thread, CNC Concrete, and by Birch Screen Printing.
This is AMFMTV.com, WLAF, your home of the Eagles.
FM 100.9 WLAF.
You tell us, and we'll tell everybody else on the Terry's Pharmacy Bulletin Board.
The Town of Jacksboro's regular monthly meeting is Thursday, September 5th at 2 p.m. at Town Hall.
Friends and neighbors, your help is needed at the Open Arms Ministry Food Pantry. The pantry serves around 2,000 people a month. If you would like to make a non-perishable food donation or a monetary donation, your donation will be put to good use. Food can be dropped off in the carport area on Mondays and Tuesdays between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. Open Arms Ministry Food Pantry is across from the Armory on McGee Lane at Jacksboro. 423-566-6723. That's the Open Arms Ministry Food Pantry.
Remember, when you shop local, it helps all of us. This message brought to you by the Campbell County Chamber of Commerce.
It's the 4th annual Campbell County Christian Learning Center Golf Tournament. Wednesday, October the 2nd at the Greens at Deerfield. It's $400 per team. Registration and lunch is at noon, and tea time is at 1 p.m. For information on sponsorships, contact the CLC by Campbell CLC 2018 at gmail.com or 423-377-5696.
Cora's Barbecue Picnic is just around the corner. The Campbell Outdoor Recreation Association Barbecue Picnic is scheduled for noon to whenever it's finished on Saturday, October 5th at Cove Lake State Park, Shelter Number 5. Lunch is $10. The event's fundraising raffle ticket donations support trails and public land access and maintenance, public access advocacy, elk conservation, and a 5-year update to the Cora History Book. Raffle items include cutlery and outdoor hunting and fishing gear. A Taurus G2C pistol is the featured raffle item. See any Cora member to buy tickets.
USDA Commodities Distribution, Wednesday, September 11th, 2024 at La Follette Community Center, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. or until the food is gone. Lunch break, noon to 1 p.m. Questions? Call Renee Patty, 423-562-2948, extension 5202.
And this is Nina Carolina with the Ancestors of Campbell County, Tennessee, USA Bulletin Board. Powder Puff Football, Monday, September 16th at 6 p.m. at Campbell County High School. Wynn Elementary Homecoming, Tuesday, September the 17th at 5 p.m. That game night will be Wynn versus Elk Valley. Compassion Mobile Food Pantry will be coming to Jellicoe High School Saturday, September the 21st, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Form a line, drive through, don't exit your cars. You will need your name, address, phone number, number of people in household, no more than 2 families per car. National Day of Prayer. Prayer service to be held at Campbell County High School at 7:30 a.m., La Follette Middle School at 7:20 a.m., Jacksboro Middle School at 7:20 a.m. See you at the pole on Wednesday, September 25th. The 2nd annual McLeod Mountain 5K will be Saturday, September the 28th at 8 a.m. Louis Bowie Music and Arts Festival, Saturday, September the 28th at Cove Lake State Park, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Bread of Life Food Pantry in Jellicoe will be open the last Monday of each month at 4 p.m. You will need to register in order to receive food, and this is brought to you by the Seventh-day Adventist Church of Jellicoe. And that's it for Ancestors of Campbell County, Tennessee, USA Bulletin Board with Dinah Carolina.
For more information on these announcements, visit 1450WLAF.com/PSA.
You tell us, and we'll tell everybody else on the Terry's Pharmacy Bulletin Board.
FM 100.9 WLAF.
Let's pass along a hoax alert from WLAF. This is a hoax alert. Jacksboro Chief of Police Daniel Smith urges you to be diligent. There are individuals making stops across Campbell County posing to be with the water department in order to gain access into your home. The chief says to not let them in your home and to call 911 and report the incident. Again, this is a hoax.
FM 100.9 WLAF weather for all of Campbell County. It's a fair night ahead in this WLAF forecast. Expect mostly clear skies and a mild low around 57. Friday opens up in the high 50s, and clear skies will usher in lots of sun, which will push temps up to around 77 by noon, and we look to finish out the day mostly sunny with a high near 85. Friday night will bring slight chances for showers, otherwise mostly cloudy with a low around 60. I'm Aaron Hopkins with your WLAF weather report.
From the WLAF scoreboard, Jacksboro 14, Wartburg 6.
WLAF La Follette, the home of American Top 40, the 70s with Casey Kasem.
This is 1450 WLAF.
FM translator W230DC.
And FM translator W265BQ. La Follette, Tennessee, USA. Where it's now time for CBS Radio News. A presentation of Terry's Pharmacy.
We'll see you in La Follette, Jacksboro, or in our Terry's Pill Car. No matter where you are in Campbell County, you're liable to see us on deliveries. Just honk and wave.
The Terry's Pharmacy now delivers countywide.
CBS News special report. One day after a high school shooting in Winder, Georgia, leaves 2 students and 2 teachers dead, authorities announced the suspect's father is also in custody. Chris Hosey of the Georgia Bureau of Investigation says 54-year-old Colin Gray
He is charged with the following: 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, 2 counts of second-degree murder, and 8 counts of cruelty to children.
Hosey adding,
these charges stem from Mr. Gray knowingly allowing his son, Colt, to possess a weapon.
CBS's Mark Strassman reports.
The suspect's first court appearance is scheduled for Friday morning. Prosecutors say he'll be charged as an adult.
The 14-year-old faces 4 counts of felony murder. In May of last year, the suspect and his